Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be my 36 and my 37 week bump date. I didn't get a chance to film last week. I was very busy, but I will catch you up this week with kind of everything that's been going on. It hasn't been too much, but if you saw my last video, then you know that we have the nursery area done. We have washed all of her clothes, put everything away. We have her diaper bag ready, well, her hospital bag ready. I finished up my hospital bag, which I have to do a video and film for you guys as well. And I look a hot mess because we spent the whole day this morning. It is currently, I think, like 5 o'clock, cleaning. So just literally deep cleaning everything, the kitchen, the couch covers, you know, wiping down all of the baseboards, wiping down all of the surfaces. So kind of just getting ready for baby, so that way once she's here I can kind of just maintain for the most part. As far as symptoms go, well, my weight gain is 25 pounds. So I am up to 145, and I started, well, in my first trimester I got down to as low as 120. So I'm back up 25 pounds at 37 weeks. And I did have a doctor's appointment today where we got to measure her, and she is measuring a little bit on the smaller side, about 5 pounds 9 ounces. But my doctor said that because I was a small baby, I was only born about 6 pounds 3 ounces, that it's not too worrisome, that she's on the lower side as far as her growth and everything. She's still within normal range. She's just in the lower percentile, which can just mean that she's a small baby, and that's perfectly fine. But he said we're gonna check my amniotic fluid again next week just to make sure that there isn't any less of it. And if there is less fluid, then we might have to induce. So hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm just gonna continue to drink as much as I can, keep my fluids up, and hope that my amniotic fluid doesn't, you know, lessen any more than I guess where it's at now, so that we don't have to induce and she can grow a little bit more. What else? I have had a lot more cramping this week, definitely a lot more cramping. I think I finally lost my mucus plug yesterday, yesterday was what, Monday? I don't remember. But I think I finally lost my mucus, like the last bits of my mucus plug, because I think I was losing it little by little. And there was a nice big chunk of it in the toilet yesterday, so I'm pretty sure it's gone. I have been having a lot more contractions, and but they're not painful, they're just consistent. So they're just a lot of tightening, and I feel a lot of tightening like in my belly, like I'm having one right now. A lot of tightening like in my belly, and then down towards the bottom of my uterus and my vagina, kind of. It feels very tight, and they usually last anywhere from about 40 seconds to a minute. And I've timed them over the past couple days. Sometimes they're every 2 to 5 minutes, sometimes they're every 7 to 10. It just depends. And it's usually in the morning and in the evening when I get to track them, because I'm so busy during the day. And usually during the day, if I am having them, I'm not really keeping track just because I don't have the time to do that. But they have been pretty consistent. I don't know if they've made any changes, because since my last appointment, I think my doctor checked me at 35 weeks. I was closed. We did go to the hospital, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, because I just wasn't feeling her move as much as I normally did, and I was just a little worried. So we did go to the hospital to make sure everything was okay. They checked me there as well because they saw that I was having contractions, and again, I was still closed. So I think that was the day right before I turned 36 weeks. And this week, even though I got an ultrasound done, I didn't get a cervical exam, so I'm not sure if I've progressed anything, but I definitely feel like there has been more changes. Like I wasn't having cramping before compared to the type of cramping that I'm having now. So hopefully that cramping is a good sign that, you know, my body is kind of doing what it needs to be doing to prepare for labor along with these contractions. And the reason I say contractions rather than Braxton Hicks is because they're so frequent. Like I definitely have more than 6 or 7 in 1 hour. So yeah, I feel like I've been talking a lot, but I also feel like that's kind of it. We kind of just deep cleaned. I am 37 weeks, 1 day. We've deep cleaned for baby. We have all of her stuff set up. We have all of our stuff set up. The last things we have to do are just put the, I don't know if you can see it, but the car seat basin. That way whenever we're ready to go, we could just put her car seat in the car and grab our bags and go. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get into the belly shot. So I haven't noticed any new stretch marks, but I have noticed that the ones that I currently have are just kind of just growing a little bit more. They're getting a little bit higher, which is like, whatever. There's not really much I can do about it, but continue to do what I've been doing, which is just making sure that I stay hydrated and moisturized. And yeah, I think that is it for this week's bump date. Let me know down below if you feel like I've dropped any. I don't feel like I have. I feel like I've had kind of a low belly since the beginning of the pregnancy. Like she's never been too high up. But I definitely feel like she's dropped. I definitely feel a lot more pressure down there. And like I said, with my contractions, I don't really just feel them up here in my belly, but I do feel them like down below as well. So hopefully that's doing something, and let's hope that next week everything comes out good when they check my fluids again, because I would really hate to be induced because of the fact that she's small. Even though I know that I've done everything that I can as far as eating healthy and drinking lots of water and taking my prenatals and doing all of that, I would just hate to feel like it's my fault that she has to come earlier than necessary. So yeah, that is it for this week's bump date. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one.